everybody. How are y'all? So today we are going to plant up some fall containers. We're going to take this little space from worn out summertime to beautiful fall. I've got 2 containers on this side and 2 on this side. I'm actually going to do another whiskey barrel like this one. I think you can see that in the camera angle. This one's empty right now, but they're just little plastic whiskey barrels, and they've got drainage holes that I have drilled in the bottom. So important with containers, as you probably know. I'm going to put another one on this side that already has dirt in it, and I'm going to remove, I don't think you can see this right now in the camera angle, but I will show you this Gerber daisy right here, and clear out this old white petunia that is in this other container that probably isn't showing up, but I will show you in a second. And then we're going to try to fit all these beautiful plants that we just got in these containers and make them just look amazing. Also, today's an exciting day because I think my microphone is actually working. So volume should be a lot better. Score. All right, so let's get started. I want to show you. So I got these boxwoods, which are more of the Green Mountain boxwood, and I have these at the front of my house. I purchased them last year. I bought 4 pretty good sized ones. They were about $100 a piece. They were a little bit bigger, obviously, than this size, but these were really a good size. They were, they're still pricey. They're boxwood. They always are. They were just under $50 a piece, but I keep these forever. I keep them in my containers and decorate around them. They're just a really good filler plant to have. They're evergreen. They're going to look beautiful always. And I debated doing rosemary for my centerpiece. And I may do that at Christmas time, or at least I'll definitely do a container, 2 containers with that. Probably keep these guys in the back. But boxwood, what I love about it is obviously you can shape them, as they grow. They are slow growers. Green Mountain does pretty well. It grows a little bit faster. It does well for me in part shade, and it can take a little bit more sun as well. The other thing I love about it is that they're obviously very winter hardy, but it gives, I'm gonna say my property, your property, talk about my property in general, but it gives my property a little bit of formality and a little bit of structure. We bought this property 3 years ago, almost 3 years ago, and there really were no shrubs around the property or anything like that. Everything was very, let's just say, wild, okay? And I wanted to incorporate boxwoods because while my property isn't like a formal quote property, they still add structure, year-round beauty, and you can trim them. It just kind of gives you a little more order in your flower beds and your property. And I like the, English style gardens as well. Mine isn't going to ever quite be a, very, very proper, stringent English style garden, but it's going to have some little pieces of it, add some attributes here and there. So anyway, picked up 2 of these. They're going to go in the back like this, in this back planter. And then let me show you the rest of what I got. So this beautiful purple Heuchera, I mean, the color is just amazing. I just love it. And it's a perennial, of course. I also picked up these little black-eyed Susan, and the variety of this one, it is called Little Gold Star. Black-eyed Susans, I've had kind of hit and miss with them. Certain varieties mildew for me really bad and are just a real pain to try to take care of. And then I have another variety that just goes and grows like crazy, comes back every year. It's amazing. I need to look up that name again and let you guys know. So I'm curious to see how Little Gold Star does. Hopefully she will be one of the ones that doesn't succumb to crazy amounts of powdery mildew and comes back for me every year. So also perennial, got 2 of those. I got 2 of these. I always love to have things in my containers that I can later go plant in my landscape. And then these were one of my dad's favorites. He loved these little guys. Dusty Miller, of course, an annual, but there's nothing else like them. They're so beautiful. They just lighten up a space. So we got 2 of those. They're going to look great in the planter. And then, of course, we're going to mix in a couple mums. I had to get the orange color because, as you know, it's one of my favorites with this color brick that I've got. And I've got some purple fountain grass that I'm going to put in one of the containers at the center, not the one with the boxwood, because that would probably be a little too much. But I have never, ever incorporated these in my landscape or into a container. So I'm very excited to kind of see how I like it and how it looks. And then we have Creeping Jenny, which is a great spiller to go over your container. Such a pretty color. And these plants, they're also perennial. They're pretty amazing. The gardener before me on this property had these everywhere, and they still come up in our lawn. And they keep coming up. Like you can mow over them and they will survive. So pretty hardy little plant. And then I couldn't pass up getting a couple crotons this year just to incorporate into the planters. I mean, they just look like all the beautiful leaves on fall trees. They are very tropical. They're not going to last a long time, but it's okay. They're so beautiful. We just had to grab some. And then we did 6 of these orange little pansies. I love this color. So pretty. And I almost got blue, but I thought, you know, that's not going to be very fallish, so I'm going to go with the orange. And then, of course, we always have a random purchase that ends up. My mom actually found this one, but I mean, come on, who doesn't need more gardenias? This one is the Echo Heaven Sent gardenia. She's grown this one. I have not yet. I love gardenias. I am still working on being a good gardenia mom, though. More on that later. I really do want to create a scent garden. That's one of my future plans. An area that's just all about gardenias and some beautiful tea olives that will bloom like 9 months out of the year. Just a little fragrant spot. And I want to put it towards the front of the house. It's going to be a little tricky because I've got more shade up there, but we're going to work on that. So anyway, we got this guy too, and he is not going to be part of this container project, but here he is. So I'm just going to cut this little guy off to make him match my other one because I don't want these really tall ones. And now he should match. I'm just gonna pop in my little orangey yellow pansies. What's the color? This one is called, it just says pansy. It doesn't have like a common name. Like sometimes it'll be called Golden Beauty or, you know, Orange Spice or something like that. This one does not have a full name on there. So
for my containers, I didn't do any of the kale, ornamental kale. I have one left over here from springtime that I had put here. I know that they're super popular on Heuchera, but for some reason to me they just remind me of spring and Easter. So I think of cabbage and I think of bunnies. But I mean, you know, to each their own. Everybody has their own idea of what they want to be fall for them. But I just, yeah, this guy is still here, he's still alive, but I'm not putting him in my fall container. I'm going to show you guys this really quick. This is an ivy that somehow we put down in the container. And it just rooted itself. I mean, it has grown out of the container. It's just too late now. We don't want to rip it up. And you can't tell that it's in a container, but it has just taken over. It's in a container. It is now rooted into the ground. It is one of my favorite plants up here. I love it. I just wish I wouldn't have forgot that it was in a container. That's a garden fail for you. Yeah. But it's beautiful. I love it.
I think that one is looking pretty good. So pretty with the boxwoods and that creeping Jenny. Really liking that. Now on to this one. Let's get rid of those petunias. This part is always a little sad. Even though I know that they're annuals and their time is up. Oh, it's so hard to kill plants. Alright, so that summer. Of course, I want to mention that you can put sticks or pine cones, all kinds of things at the bottom of your planter so that you don't have to fill them with dirt like I just did. But I have a plan for this planter long term, so I wanted to go ahead and put soil all the way down. Bye! If you like this video, please hit that subscribe button and give us a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next one.